Well, we're getting there. It's Saturday, nearly lunchtime. Look at this. There's just a frost on the ground still. And these water channels. It's absolutely beautiful. I haven't done a video update for a little bit. There's a lot been happening behind the scenes. There's been a lot happening for Rich. He's really struggling. And I've seen that he's just become a bit more insular over the last couple of days. Maybe since yesterday afternoon particularly. He's not had hardly any energy to talk to me. So he's been in his darkened room and I've been hoovering the floors and hiding in the kitchen and making sure he's stocked up with coffees. But we're getting so close. We are close. I'm so proud of what we've all achieved together over the last week and a half, and I had two objectives for this journey, and one was to get Rich from Stockholm back to his home, and there was a small part of me that wasn't 100% sure it was the right thing to do, but it was definitely the right thing to do. Please keep giving to the GoFundMe, because we're getting there. We really are, and I'm like amazed at how much money we've raised over the last week and a half. Absolutely astounded. And for all the people that have given to the GoFundMe, that have shared, people that have offered to auction off rugby shirts, and my football shirt thing didn't work. It didn't work. I've just spent a bunch of money on a football shirt that's going to be that's not going to be the current shirt in as of now, really, because the football season ended on last weekend in Sweden. So they'll have a new football shirt next season, and I've now got this shirt on a hanger, and only two people have kind of like sent the name to say that they've given with the shirt in mind. So that was disheartening, and I've also been disheartened by a lack of supportiveness from people who I hoped would be more supportive. And it comes back to this thing about the internet and our desensitization to suffering. And I've just got to show you how gorgeous. I know not everybody's got money. I know not everybody can give. But people can share. It's like a press of a button. And this whole experience has really made me realise how much maybe I do that. I scroll past GoFundMes and I don't share them. And why is it that I'd rather watch 5 minutes of AI videos of cats saving babies from railway lines with an oncoming train? Why would I rather do that than spend those 5 minutes reading somebody's GoFundMe and deciding, even if I can't give to it myself, whether to share or not? Why are we so desensitized as humanity, really? Because if more people shared and more people gave, and less people spend money on useless crap and materialism, and maybe I'm being judgmental. Maybe I'm just, I just think the people that suffer the most, and the people that have experienced extreme suffering, seem to be the ones that have the most empathy. And if you're watching this and you haven't given, I'm not judging you, and that's fine. But I would ask you just to share the GoFundMe, because this is a real situation. It's not a scam. It's not none of us are trying to, well, Rich and I and Roberta and Leah, and we're not trying to scam anybody. We're just trying to do what we can to make Rich's life better. And if he doesn't have this surgery and this treatment, or identify where this leak is in his brain, he's going to deteriorate really fast. There isn't a prognosis for it because it seems like hardly anybody has ever experienced the combination of conditions that he's got, with the blood clotting and the spinal fluid leak. I don't know what prompted me to come all the way to Sweden at a risk to my own health, but I knew it was the right thing to do, and I've achieved so much, and we're close, and we're now planning to go. We're going to need extra money for, we don't know how much the transport's going to cost yet. We're trying to get hold of Freiburg to see if that's something that they provide, or we need to totally sort it out ourselves. And we're waiting to hear back from them about a date for Rich to go. Because by hook or by crook, I think we're going to make it. But I keep coming back to this idea of compassion and empathy, and matching my disheartenedness with my gratitude as well. I don't know why people aren't sharing, because so many more people could. And the more people that share, the more people will, hopefully, would just have a little bit of compassion to give as well. Even if it's a £5. Cost of a cup of coffee at a motorway service station in England. Everybody says that Sweden's expensive. Whenever I've said to somebody over the last month that I'm going to Sweden, they're like, oh, it's expensive. And I don't know where that comes from, because I don't think it's much more. It's a little bit more expensive. I don't think it's much more expensive than the UK. I don't know about like house prices and rents and stuff, but petrol and food a little bit more expensive, but not massively. Yeah, but I'm still reading The Little Book of Humanism, and Alice Roberts, if you're watching this, please share. This is on the section called Being Good. In 2019, anthropologists at the University of Oxford published the results of their study tackling the question of morals. Were morals different in different times and in different places, or was morality essentially the same everywhere? They had studied 60 groups ranging from small tribes to large and complex societies, and they found 7 universal rules, 7 basic moral principles. These included helping others, dividing resources fairly, being brave, and respecting the property of others. As the lead author on the study, Oliver Scott Curry, said, "All agree that cooperating, promoting the common good, is the right thing to do. Morality seems to have evolved to promote cooperation." Mengzi, also known as Mencius, was a philosopher and political advisor who was born about 2,400 years ago in China. He thought that human beings naturally had it in them to be good, and we just needed the right environment to draw that out of us. And this is a quote, "All human beings have a constitution which suffers when it sees the suffering of others. If people catch sight suddenly of a child about to fall into a well, they will all experience a feeling of alarm and distress. Because we all have these feelings in ourselves, let us develop them, and the result will be like a blaze that is kindled from a small flame, or the spring in full spate that starts with a trickle. Let these feelings have a free rein, and they will be enough to give shelter and love to us all." Mengzi was right. I think that's all I need to say.